It's Greg Powers with TexasFootball.com and Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And like we do every week, I'm joined with one of the top recruits in the Lone Star State. And this week, it's tight end Chico Holt, who is off of a strong performance at the Next Level Athlete Texas Top 100 Showcase in Houston, where he took home MVP honors. Man, just kind of break down your performance there, what it was like to go out there and match up with some of the top defensive backs in the area. How do you feel like you performed? Obviously, you did a pretty good job to be able to walk away with the MVP, but just kind of give us your perception on how the camp went.
Oh, man, the camp was really exciting. There was a lot of people there. I worked out with the wide receivers throughout the whole thing, got to do some of their drills, a lot more catching, a little more route stuff. And then the one-on-ones and the competition there it was awesome. It was really fun to just be out there and have fun playing football, you know.
Just kind of watching you go through the drills, man, you are a guy who on tape, you do some pretty good blocking, but you move really naturally and you catch the football really well. What do you feel like are some of your biggest strengths as a tight end?
Obviously my size is a big help. I'm a good 6'5". That really helps on downfield balls and jump balls and the like. But also up front, I was in the Kubiak offense my sophomore year, so that was a lot of blocking for me. It really helped me develop, blocking big guys on varsity as a sophomore. So that really helped me develop into a blocker, which I think I really got a lot better at that this year too.
Any tight ends you look up to, or you feel like maybe your game resembles out there on the field in the college or pro ranks?
I love Gronkowski. I mean, that guy fun doing it, and he just dominates everybody. He's one of the greatest guys I like to watch. His yards after the catch and the catches he makes, it's awesome.
All my Dave Campbell's Texas football friends listening to this interview will respect that answer, because I'm the guy who picks Gronk on his fantasy football team no matter what. 4 years running, I have Gronk on my team, and he's like the recipe for success in fantasy football, I feel like. So I'm a big Gronk guy myself.
Yeah, that's great.
Just talk about Strake Jesuit a little bit, man. I mean, you mentioned, obviously you're a coach kind of guy. You said the Kubiak offense, so you know a little bit about the X's and O's, it sounds like, out there on the field. I know that you guys went 4-6 this year, and you probably have some redemption coming up for next season when you step on the field as a senior. How's the team shaping up, and how excited are you to be like a senior leader now that it's your turn to kind of take some of the younger guys underneath your wing?
Yeah, obviously going 4-6 last year, it's kind of like lit a fire underneath our senior class, I think, a little bit, and it's awesome. So I was nominated team captain for the team, and that's awesome, because I want to accomplish more than 4-6 next year. I want to make a good playoff run and do a lot of great things next year. So I think we as a team, we're really coming together. We're getting some morning lifts going. We didn't do that at all last year. So we're really trying to make something different happen next year by doing something different now. So
when I say 4-6, I think that is a little bit, it's going to give a little bit of a misperception on kind of what happened for you guys this season. As I looked at your team's record heading down the stretch, you played some really good teams close. I mean, you really gave it a run at Pearland Dawson and A-Leaf Taylor. I mean, those were really close games. And in the last 2 wins of the season, to kind of wrap everything up, you guys scored 111 total points on offense. So was the offense really starting to come together towards the end of the year there?
Yeah, definitely. With the new system put in, it was kind of a transition for, I think, everybody. But we were starting to get it. Quarterback was starting to make reads. Wide receivers were running their routes right. O-line was getting the blocking technique down, and everything was just kind of coming together for us there at the end of the season. And we couldn't pull it out against A-Leaf Taylor. But
I know you're a guy that's got a lot of college attention, and you got some colleges really hot on your trail right now. But I want to kind of look at that first offer that you picked up from Rice. That's a big offer to me, because it not only signifies that you know what you're doing out there on the field as a football player, but it also kind of talks about the academic side of things as well. What did it mean to get a hometown offer from the Rice Owls, and what does that signify to you about being a total package out there, not only a great football player, but also a student athlete as well?
That was so exciting. My dad actually went to Rice, so I've been going to Rice football games and Rice basketball games for a while now, and to get an offer to play at Rice University, I mean, that's just awesome. And from an academic perspective, that's also a big thing for me. I really take a lot of value in academics, and that's really important. I want to go to college and get a good degree in something, so we'll see what that is though. But
about a month after you got that offer from Rice, you picked up your first Power 5 offer from Kansas. Going to have an opportunity to play in the Big 12 as well. I mean, I'm sure that's something that caught your eye.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. The Kansas offer was the Kansas guy. I hadn't heard from him at all. And then he comes to practice one day, and then the next day I'm on the phone with him, and he offers me a scholarship to Kansas. So that was really exciting, really exciting.
Who are some of the other programs that are in hot pursuit of you? I know that we're not going to be able to name them all because the list is pretty long, but just who are some of the ones that come to the top of your mind that are showing you really serious attention and might possibly be some of the programs that could step up next with a scholarship offer?
Probably Texas Tech. I know Princeton's recruiting me pretty hard too. Those are probably the main two who are like really talking to me right now.
Texas Tech had hired a new coach who's basically a Texas high school football legend, and Joey McGuire. He was a Dallas area guy, and one of those guys who a lot of people I know about in that part of the state. Does his name resonate down in Houston as well?
I hadn't heard a lot about Joey McGuire, but one of the staff people at Strake, he actually worked for Baylor football for a little bit. And I know Joey McGuire was a big coach down in Baylor. And he talked about how great Coach McGuire was, like just from an energy standpoint and like bringing a lot of juice to practice. So that would be really exciting to get an offer from Texas Tech and play under Coach McGuire.
When it comes down to it, man, I mean, what is something that you feel like you have to have in a college? I got a good feeling with talking to you just here for a few minutes that you're going to be looking really strong into the academic side of things.
Yeah, that definitely plays a role, but also big-time football. I love football. I've been playing it since first grade, and I would love to play it on a really big stage at some big-time football program. So whatever has a good tandem of those two things would be fantastic.
I can't let you get off of this interview without at least pressing you a little bit and giving you some tough questions. And one of those tough questions that I really want to ask you is, in Houston, man, if we're down there visiting you for a game, what are the restaurants or some of the top spots that we got to know about and why?
Oh, man, there's a little burger joint on West Park under 59 called Bubba's Burgers. They serve the meanest buffalo burger you've ever had. So I'd hit that if you're in town.
So we'll definitely have to be checking out Bubba's Burgers, man. No doubt about it. I'm getting ready to pull up the menu as soon as this interview's over, add it to my list. You know, we're all big foodies at DCTF, so thanks for the tip.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Chico, for joining us this week, man. And we look really forward to following your career in high school and definitely watching you on TV when you line up in college, which won't be too long from now.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.